Hi everyone, my name is Hannah Howard and I will be presenting on Amartya Sen and human development. So who was Amartya Sen? Amartya Sen was an Indian economist and philosopher. He was born in November of 1933 and excelled in teaching, writing, and researching. He has made knowledgeable contributions to many subject fields. Of those include welfare economics, social choice theory, economic theories of famines, decision theory, public health, measurement of well-being in countries, and development economics. In terms of his career, he was a professor for higher achieving universities in the United States, United Kingdom, and Indiana. Of these high achieving universities, some include Harvard, Cornell, UC Berkeley, University of Oxford, London School of Economics, and Jadavpur University. Over his years, he has received many awards. He's received over 90 honorary degrees from universities worldwide. Some of the most well-known awards include the Adam Smith Prize, National Humanities Medal, Boldly Medal, Leontes Prize, and Nobel Prize. Some of his most noteworthy research and publications include choice of techniques theory. This was complemented by theories of Maurice Dobb and relied on maximizing investable surpluses, maintaining constant real wages, and using the entire increase in labor productivity, this is due to technological change, to raise the rate of accumulation in developing countries. He is also well known for his published book, Development of Freedom, which was published in 1999. In his book, he outlined 5 freedoms: political freedoms, economic facilities, social opportunities, transparency guarantees, and protective security. Now, what is gross domestic product, or GDP? This is the most conventional method of measuring an economy. It consists of the total value of all final goods and services produced in a country over a certain period of time. GDP can be measured per capita, which means it measures total output per person, or it can be measured by a national growth as a percentage over time. The one bad thing about GDP is it only measures productivity capacity in a nation and not overall well-being. Now, what is the Human Development Index, or HDI? This is the summary measurement that incorporates 3 key dimensions of human development. The first key development is health, which is determined by life expectancy as birth. The second is education, which is determined by mean and expected years of schooling. And third and final is living standards, which is determined by gross national income per capita. HDI also has a greater emphasis on human development as compared to GDP and takes quality of life into account. Now let's discuss Amartya Sen and his theories on human development. In his own words, development means freedom. Freedom is both the primary objective of development and the principal means of development. Development is also the process of expanding human freedom. In Amartya Sen's words, the enhancement of freedom that allows people to lead lives that they have a reason to live. Also, development requires the removal of major sources of unfreedom, poverty as well as tyranny, poor economic opportunities as well as systemic social deprivation, neglect of public facilities as well as intolerance or overactivity in repressive states. Additionally, Sen has been instrumental in the thinking behind the United Nations Development Program on Human Development, including the creation of the Human Development Index. Quote, essential to human development is freedom, namely the freedom to choose one's identity and exercise that choice without facing discrimination or disadvantage, end quote, Amartya Sen. Now, according to Amartya Sen, the state's role in human development is as follows. The state has a role in supporting freedoms by providing public education, healthcare, social safety nets, good macroeconomic policies, productivity, and protecting the environment. And some basic rights, according to Amartya Sen, are cultural freedoms that should be embraced as basic human rights. All people should have the right to maintain their ethnic, linguistic, and religious identities. Economic globalization cannot succeed unless cultural freedoms are also respected and protected. Now, a question that we might ask is, how do we transform a state that does not accord freedom to its citizens into a state that does so? And unfortunately, Amartya Sen does not have much to say on this question. And finally, we end with a quote by Amartya Sen. which is the identity of an individual is essentially a function of their choice rather than the discovery of an immutable attribute. These are my sources. Thank you for listening.